So, I was a Destiny Day 1 player and still are a huge fan of the game. It's just that when becoming a content creator, my priorities quickly became split between what game I wanted to cover starting out. Because, if you didn't know, the YouTube algorithm can control all sometimes. But after years of navigating this YouTube life, I've learned a few things. I've also been able to understand better what I want as a content creator. So, I decided to give Lightfall a shot. And the awesome thing is that I have friends who play Destiny that have never left, which I'm sure you who have been away for a while also have friends. If not, well, then that's cool too, because my friends have given me a complete crash course on Destiny, what's important, what's not, exactly what to focus on in terms of gear and weapons, also details about the new subclass. This and more I'll share with you. But most importantly, in regards to getting back into Destiny 2, I just say enjoy the new addition to the campaign, have fun playing, then get into all the details. Hey yo, I'm Be Righteous for my identity, and I cover pretty much all categories of gaming. If you're interested in supporting my YouTube content creation journey, then please drop a like and don't hesitate to subscribe. Now let's get into this new expansion. So, the first thing you may be thinking about is all your weapons and gear from before, right? Well, all I gotta say is that you may as well delete everything except exotics, because all the other stuff has changed dramatically, but your exotics always get updated to the current times. I know I was curious to see what exotics I had left over from years ago. It was really exciting to see. And by the way, if you want to venture into the realm of collecting older exotics or just trying to farm ones you missed, like seasonal stuff, you can do that too. Because there's a great exotic LMG from before called the Xenophage. It's awesome for dealing insane damage to bosses specifically, so you'll want this for raids. But here's the thing, you can only obtain this by going through the Shadow Creek campaign, which you have the choice to do. And this concept applies to all old legendaries and exotics not earnable or not available like they were previously. In order to access all the information about this, you'd have to go to a specific kiosk located next to your vault. There, you can look at all the older exotics that were seasonal in the past. This kiosk will tell you exactly what currencies are required to unlock them all. And this is where your friends come in handy. If you have good friends like me, they'd be willing to run you through tons of content to help you obtain some of this stuff. And actually, now it's the best time to do this, because I know that when Lightfall drops, I'm not doing much of the older stuff at all. And shout out to my guy 𝐬𝐬38, a longtime friend in real life and Xbox, and he's the MVP who helped me run through all of this content and gave me some essential information about this video you're listening to. Here's another tip about older gear and new gear too, because this topic segues into important information about how to make builds based on your class specific armor. And it's about the Lost Sector. This is a place where you can obtain class specific exotics based on the day. Think of it like the Division 2 or something, where it's targeted loot for that day. In Destiny 2, the Lost Sector is where the loot cycles through helmet, arms, legs, and chest. Just wait for that day and you can farm the specific exotic you want. And after you do unlock it, then it's available in the open world of Destiny. And this is great because if you get a piece of armor with low stats or not necessarily what you're looking for, then you can farm for a better one that fits your needs. And if you know me, I'm a proponent of build making. And when it comes to the stats, there's mobility, resilience, and recovery in one section, then discipline, intelligence, and strength in another. So here's where there's a possibility where you can get a god rolled piece of gear. Let me give you an example. If you want a helmet that's geared towards resilience, which increases your damage reduction, and these two sections both share a cap of 34 points, by the way. Through the RNG gods, you either get close to that or not. And if you do get 34 points in the resilience section alongside resistance and recovery, you can get lucky by having 30 of those 34 points in resilience alone, then 2 and 2 on the others. That, my friends, is considered a god roll, especially if it's on a piece you want. This is how you mold your build into the playstyle you want for PvP, PvE, boss fights, whatever. At the end of the day, after completing the expansion campaign becomes hopefully an enjoyable grind where you can get all the new toys or spend your time trying to recoup what's been lost to you for so long while being away. It's okay though, don't feel overwhelmed because the way that Destiny 2 expansions are set up is to cater towards new players. It's very noob friendly, which I was, and easy to jump back into. Everyone is raised to the minimum light level of whatever the expansion requires. From there, it's up to you how far you want to take it. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention that Destiny 2 is crossplay, which makes it a lot easier to link up with friends. For me, this was a godsend because I personally moved to PC after playing Xbox all my life. So it's cool to have the ability to play with friends I used to. Hopefully, this crash course I gave you about how to get back into Destiny 2 helped you. If it did, I'd appreciate a like on the video and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. I've got some other interesting content coming up in future videos, especially regarding how builds will work in Lightfall because they've changed a lot. Stay tuned for more from me. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Be right out.